Hi guys and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is of course Cameron. Thought I'd do a quick little reaction video. I was humming and hawing about doing this video or waiting to talk about it on the weekly news roundup tomorrow, but I thought, no, you know what, we'll sit down and we'll have a little conversation about it. It's only going to be a couple of minutes long. Everton have been drawn against Manchester City in the FA Cup quarter-final. The game will be played in mid-March. I think it's between the 20th and the 21st that weekend, and it will be at Goodison Park. Everton were the first ball to be pulled out of the battle, or whatever you want to call it, today. Number 6 we were, and we were drawn up first, and we play Manchester City in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Probably the toughest fixture we could have gotten, but a massive challenge. And ultimately, look, the conversation has always been, certainly in the last couple of weeks or so, is when Manchester City is still in, the FA Cup, and when Manchester City is still in the Carabao Cup, you've always got a very difficult game ahead of you. And ultimately, if we want to go on and win the FA Cup, we simply have to beat the sides that are still in the competition, and we have to be prepared to beat the sides that are still in the competition. It's the least surprising FA Cup draw I've ever seen. In fact, as soon as Everton's name was pulled out the the bowl or whatever it is first, and it was number 6 Everton at Goodison Park, I could have almost told you that it was going to be against Manchester City, the toughest opposition in the competition. But like I said, it wasn't going to be the quarter-final. We could have gotten Bournemouth, we could have gotten Sheffield United. It would have been Manchester City at some other stage, be it the semi-final or the final, because they're an absolutely excellent footballing side, and it's going to be a massive test for Carlo Ancelotti's Everton. But you know what? Yesterday against Spurs at Goodison Park was a massive test, and we showed a lot of fight, and we showed a lot of desire, and we showed a lot of grit to not only win that game of football, but come back after being 1-0 down early on, and after conceding towards the end of the game, getting it to extra time and scoring the winning and holding on. So I say bring on Manchester City. Look, is it going to be an easy game? No, it's not going to be an easy game. It is at Goodison Park, which some people might say, we'd rather have had it at the Etihad. I think I'd have taken any away game, any side away from home that was left in that draw, except probably Manchester City. But Manchester City are absolutely outstanding wherever they go at the moment. They're unbeaten in however many. They're winning away from home, they're winning at home. They're just an absolute colossal of a side at the moment. So we all know it's going to be very difficult. But like I said, it was either going to be Manchester City at this stage or Manchester City at a further stage. And I know there's always a case of them being knocked out and a potential of them being knocked out, but they're a very strong footballing side. So there's no doubt it's going to be difficult, but if we want to win the FA Cup, then we want to win the FA Cup by beating the sides that are in front of us, and we can't really hope and pray on the luck of the draw and hope that we get somebody that's comfortably beatable. Ultimately, again, look at the sides that we've played in cup competition so far this season. In the Carabao Cup, we played Fleetwood, Salford, West Ham United. The West Ham game was the easiest of those games. The FA Cup, we've played Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday, and Rotherham took us into extra time at Goodison Park a few weeks back, and ultimately turned up and played the better football and could have won the game on the day if they'd have taken their chances. Sheffield Wednesday, we put in a really good performance, and then, like I said, yesterday was very back and forth, but ultimately we got the win, which is all that matters. So look, it's going to be very difficult, and I understand that it's probably the last draw that anybody wanted. I think being at Goodison Park does have an advantage, even though we've genuinely been better away from home this season. I think just the fact that it's at Goodison, will allow Carlo Ancelotti and the players to just have that little bit of an advantage, even without a crowd there. But yeah, look, ultimately you've got to play everybody that's in front of you, and like I said, it was either going to be the quarter-final stage we come up against Manchester City, or if we'd have gotten through the quarters against somebody else, it'd have been the semi-final, or it'd have been the final at Wembley. And I honestly believe we can beat Manchester City. I do. I think in a one-off game we can knock Manchester City out of this competition, especially with the belief that the players are currently showing. They're showing a belief in themselves. They're showing a never give up, never die attitude. And if we turn up and Manchester City absolutely play us off the park, then you look at it and you go, they're an excellent footballing side. They're the best in the country by an absolute mile this season. But if we turn up and we beat Manchester City, which I think is more than feasible considering how well we've been playing recently and the manager that we've got and the experience that Carlo Ancelotti has, then what's stopping us? If we turn around and we beat Manchester City at Goodison Park on the 20th or the 21st of March and we take ourselves into Wembley into a FA Cup semi-final, you look at the rest of the teams in that competition and you fancy us against anybody, absolutely anybody, if we can beat Manchester City. So yeah, look, it's going to be a very difficult game. Of course, it'll be a very difficult game. We know that, and it's not the greatest of draws. When we were sitting there earlier on today, we were hoping for maybe a Bournemouth or a Sheffield United or anybody else away from home, and we got the toughest side to play. Albeit we got them at Goodison Park, which I think is an advantage, even though we haven't been on great home form. But hopefully with the Spurs result yesterday, we play Fulham on Sunday at Goodison Park. Hopefully we can start to turn that home form round now and actually start to perform at Goodison Park as well as away from home. But listen, this is the competition. Ultimately, this is what you have to be prepared to do, and that'll be the team talk that Carlo Ancelotti has given to these players. You have to be prepared to go and face the best of the best teams, and Manchester City are, right up there with the best of the best teams, and it'll be a big challenge for Everton Football Club, but a challenge that we need to step up to, and it'll be a really interesting challenge as well. Yeah, it's not fantastic, but ultimately you've got to play the sides that are left in the competition. You can't just say, I don't want to play them, or I don't want to play them. Ultimately, we were in the hat after a really tough but well-deserved victory last night, and you'd have to play, who's in front of you, and Manchester City are in front of us, and I honestly believe if it wasn't at this stage, if we'd have beaten whoever it may be we could have got tonight in the quarter-final, maybe even beaten whoever we got in the semi-final, we'd have played Manchester City at some point. So, yeah, there you go. Everton have been drawn against Manchester City in the FA Cup quarter-final. The game will be played, I believe, on the 20th or the 21st of March. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. We will be talking a little bit more about it on the weekly news roundup tomorrow as well, so don't forget to join us for that one. Hopefully we'll have an update on Dominic Calvert-Lewin's injury as well. We'll also have the game preview to the Fulham game up tomorrow, so don't forget to look out for that one. Massive thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to check out our game review. Myself and Tom sat down for nearly 2 hours and spoke about that roller coaster ride of yesterday's victory against Tottenham Hotspur. We also done episode number 3 of the Park End podcast. That was with Kevin Campbell. That was yesterday as well, so don't forget to check that one out. Massive thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And I thought I'd film this one in a different room today, the living room, which is something that I filmed the player ratings in yesterday, and I had a couple of comments saying, "Oh, nice new little setup there." It's literally just downstairs because I wanted to bring the camera downstairs. So if you enjoyed this little setup, let me know. Massive thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you soon on the Mighty Blues.